Femi Falana, the human rights lawyer in Lagos, has demanded immediate halt to reprisal attacks in Delta community following the killing of 16 soldiers. Now we understand what happened in the Okama community when they said the military group going for peacekeeping force because there was crisis between two different communities and was escalating, and the military was drafted in to go and arrest the situation. And the military group were ambushed, and in the ambush 16 of the soldiers were killed and badly mutilated. And that led to a reprisal attack from the army. They went back to that community and they razed everything down. Okay, and even some say that they killed both women and children and everything living, similar to what happened in Odin when Obasanjo was the then president of Nigeria. Okay, the same thing has repeated itself again, and everybody has come out, to condemn the reprisal attack by the military. Somebody like Showore has said that, military need to refrain from such reprisal attack against civilians. And then I think Peter Obi also said that the government has to have a better welfare package for officers, military officers that die while in active service. So in all of this comment, Tinubu himself has come out to say that this is unacceptable. That means that what are they going to do? He has not told us. And then the CDS Chief of Defense Staff, Mr. Christopher Musa, or General Christopher Musa, has now ordered immediate investigation into the incident. So in all of these comments, Femi Falana, the human rights lawyer, has come out to demand immediate halt to reprisal attacks in that community, Okama community, okay, which is in Ughelli South local government area of Delta State. So let's dive into the details to get more information from what Falana is trying to say. So human rights lawyer and senior advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, has demanded an immediate end to the reprisal attack by soldiers of the Nigerian Army in the Okama community of Ughelli South local government area of Delta State. So according to Punch, the recent escalation of violence follows clashes stemming from an age-long land dispute in the area. Falana's call comes in the wake of a tragic incident where irate youths ambushed soldiers deployed to quell a communal clash, resulting in the death of 15 soldiers or 16 soldiers. In response, soldiers reportedly launched a reprisal attack, further exacerbating the situation. According to reports, Okama youth retaliated by ambushing and killing 3 individuals from neighboring Okoloba community. So in a statement released to press, Falana condemned the violence and urged the federal government to intervene decisively. Unfortunately, some villagers were attacked last night by angry soldiers. After the attack, the villages were set on fire during the nocturnal military invasion, Falana stated. So expressing concern over the cycle of violence, Falana emphasized the need for accountability. So in view of the tragic turn of events, I call on the military authorities to halt the destruction of the properties of innocent people in the warring communities. It ought to be pointed out that collective punishment is a serious offense under domestic and international law, he added. That is collective punishment. I like that word. You cannot say because a few individuals ambushed and killed soldiers, you are now punishing collectively everybody in the community, burning everybody indiscriminately. That is an offense in the law. That is what Falana is trying to say. So Falana also called for a comprehensive investigation into the incident and the prosecution of those responsible for the killings. The Delta State government should ensure that the murder suspects and arsonists among the civilians and soldiers are fished out and prosecuted to serve as a deterrent to other criminal elements in society, he urged. So furthermore, Falana emphasized the importance of providing support to the families of the slain soldiers and civilians affected by the violence. Once again, I commiserate with the bereaved families of the slain soldiers and officers since they were brutally killed in the course of duty. The federal government and the Delta State government should compensate the dependents of the deceased military officers and soldiers. Compensation should also be extended to the victims of reprisal attacks by angry soldiers, he insisted. Wow. So he has spoken as a lawyer and as advocate of peace, because, you know, he blamed the community for ambushing and killing soldiers. He also blamed the soldiers for, you know, going for a reprisal attack, you know, with the meting out collective punishment on the people of the Okama community, which at the end of the day is the properties of the innocent civilians that have been destroyed and burnt, and that is actually not a very good one. He said, in the eyes of the law, both local and international, collective punishment is an offense. It is a criminal act. And so the military should know that. Already in Nigeria, it has become historical that anytime soldiers are killed, the military will just go there and indiscriminately begin to wipe life out of the community. And that actually is not good. That is tantamount to genocide or ethnic cleansing or whatever you can call it. Normally, when that kind of thing happens, what you should do is go in with military intelligence and fish out the perpetrators and get them. There's nobody can run from government. I tell you, it's not in Nigeria. Okay, by the end of the day now, you have ended up killing women, children, burning houses, and at the end of the day, innocent people now bear the brunt. And that is very, very bad. On the other hand, too, if soldiers were drafted to go and maintain peace, the community people did not have the right to attack the soldiers that were coming to maintain peace, if actually they were coming to maintain peace, and if actually they have not taken side at all. The community boys or youth did not have any right whatsoever to attack the soldiers. Because at the end of the day, the soldiers that are killed, they're also human beings. They have wives, they have children, they have people depending on them. What is going to be the hope of those ones? Because at the end of the day, you see the way Nigerian system is. When one person died, more than 10 people in the family died, because you find out that for those soldiers that have died, they have dependents, they have dependents, they have dependents, people depending on them. So at the end of the day, their life is not just their life alone. They are living for so many people in the family. And it's not just the soldiers. In Nigeria, anybody that has a job that earns him salary at the end of the month, be sure that your salary is not for you alone. It's for your family, your dependents, your relatives, your friends, your neighbors, and your society. I am telling you. So when one person died like this, the cascading effect or the ripple effect is very, very devastating. And it's actually not a very good one. So nobody, and in the eyes of God, nobody has the right to take another person's life, whether you're a soldier or whether you are just a civilian. You have no right to take anybody's life except for the cause of the law. Okay, and for the cause of the law, it's on the premise that the law has condemned somebody by execution. And most countries are even trying to avoid that level of capital punishment of the law. Okay, so generally, nobody has right to take anybody's life. Nobody has right to make somebody become a widow, a widower, or a fatherless in society just for selfish reasons. What is land you are dragging? Land, communal land that they are fighting for. Land that people will die, they will not carry the land. If you go and check it now, the people that even founded those lands are already dead. It's probably their grandchildren, not even their children, their grandchildren, and the people fighting for the land. How long are you going to continue living a life like this? So thank you for listening. Let's have your comment. That is what Femi Falana is charging the government of Delta State, the military leadership, and the federal government on what to do to compensate the families of the slain soldiers, also compensate the victims of collective punishment in Okama community, the innocent people that their houses and their people have been killed now for no reason. All of them should be compensated properly. So thank you for listening. Let's have your comments.